Hey, what's up you guys? It is the end of the month and it is favorites time for September. I cannot believe that it is already almost October. That's crazy to me because I'm only in school till like January. So the fact that it's like almost, like that the months are going by is like kind of scary to me. But also really exciting. I feel like I haven't made a favorites video in a super long time, so there's probably a lot more that I can include in this video that I just like haven't thought of off the top of my head. I really need a better like strategy for planning these favorites videos. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the things that I've been loving in the month of September. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. Let me turn this TV off. It's gonna be real distracting. So the first things are actually obviously makeup related. First being the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. I feel like this is making a comeback in everybody's favorites videos that I've seen, and for good reason. This foundation is really mattifying. It says back here that it gives you a matte finish, but I like it because it stays matte longer than a lot of like my other matte finish foundations do. I'm in the shade Light 48, and I think it is a really decent match for me. It might be just like a smidge too dark, but once I like bronze up and everything, it, works out fine. I really like the packaging. It's got this really cute little like button press to, disperse the product. And it's got this really cute little thing that just closes your foundation. So if you wanted to travel with it or something and you were worried about the button like pressing down, that could kind of like close it off. So yeah, I've been applying this with a Real Techniques sponge, and I think it gives you a more like matte but still kind of natural finish to it. It's not overly cakey or anything like that. So this has been my number one foundation for the month of September, along with the Urban Decay One and Done, which I have finished and raved about in many a video, so love that as well. And then to go with that for concealer, I've been really loving full coverage under my eyes as well. I don't really tend to have a lot of things to cover up, but the stuff that I do have, I really want to cover up. I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape, which is a really like high coverage concealer, but this one I've been kind of getting back into. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, and I'm in the shade Neutral Medium. This is their travel size. Literally, this lasts me forever. Like, this looks totally full, but I've been using it a majority of the month. You need the tiniest bit, and I just kind of like warm it up in my fingers and then proceed to like pat it on. It's beautiful. I literally have used this on live streams before, where one side of my face is like super sullen and sunken in, and then I put the concealer on and it's just like magical. This is like probably my holy grail concealer, followed up by the Tarte Shape Tape, but I still like have not really put it to the test. Like I'm still testing it out, but this will always be in like my top slot of concealer, so love that as well. Then for eyes, I've been kind of all over the place. I've been really loving the Kat Von D Serpentina. I almost said Tarte Serpentina. The Kat Von D Serpentina palette and the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. But again, I'm still, like, those are fairly new to me, so I didn't really want to include them in this video. What I did want to include was a rediscovered thing from my collection, and if you have these in your collection, definitely bring them out and use them this fall. These are the L'Oreal Infallible Shadows. I have more colors of these. I got kind of carried away when I realized that I love these and bought like a ton of them. Sorry, I always feel like I like have a hiccup during these videos. Bought like a ton of them. These are the shades that I've been using the most. Iced Latte is this one here. This was the first one I ever got off of recommendation of some YouTuber. It's just like this white kind of champagne-y color. Then I have Amber Rush, which I think is my favorite. It's just like a brown or bronzy rose gold color. This is the one I've been using a lot with the Modern Renaissance palette. I think it goes really well with those red tones in that palette. And then Bronzed Taupe I've also used with that palette and with the Serpentina one. And it just looks like this. It's just like a liquid metal taupe shade. All of these colors, all of the infallibles in general, are kind of like liquid metal shadows. You put them on and they don't even look like powdery at all. They just look really like metallic and nice. I'll just swatch Amber Rush for you. Like, look at that. I mean, they don't look powdery at all. They just look beautiful. They almost look like liquid. Like I said, liquid metal. But yeah, I've just been really loving these. Again, rediscovered them in my collection, and I just think they're gorgeous. And using them wet, oh my god. So yeah, I've been loving those. Then also another eye product is the Length Matters Mascara by Julep. This is a buildable lengthening mascara. This mascara I kind of was not the hugest fan of when I first started using it, but I think this is one of those products that gets better with age, because the more that I've been using it, the better my length of my lashes have been becoming. So this is what the brush looks like. Nothing too crazy. It kind of reminds me of the telescopic mascara from L'Oreal, except the bristles I think are just a tad longer, because the bristles on the telescopic are like tiny. But it really just helps to get up on the roots of your lashes and pull them forward. And I mean, I'm wearing them today, and I just think my lashes look really long and good. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all up in your grill like that. But yeah, I've been really loving this mascara. I think Julep is a brand that most people overlook when they go to Ulta, or they don't know about it because it's like not a fairly, popular brand. But they do have some really good things. I have a cheek stick thing that I've been experimenting with, and then this mascara, is really nice as well. So definitely check them out if you're in Ulta, because I've heard they have liquid lipsticks, and I've heard those are really good as well. Speaking of liquid lipsticks, I have some lip products. The first one being a combination that I kind of rediscovered in the month of September, and it is the combination of the MAC Soar Lip Pencil and the Kat Von D Bow and Arrow Liquid Lipstick. I love the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. They tend to be a little bit drying for me, but if you get the right color, they look gorgeous. This color is super popular, at least it was when it first came out. It's your brownie nude color, but it tended to be a little bit too brown on me and almost like turn into that grayy, almost like dead lip look. So I didn't really wear it as much because I don't normally wear like makeup that would go with. But I found this lip pencil in my collection. This is MAC's Soar, like I said. It's just a pinky, like almost dusty rose mauve color. And I've been putting that underneath this liquid lipstick to kind of bring out the pinky tones in it. And those are what the two look like side by side. You can see it does have that brown undertone, and on the lips I just think it's too brown for me, but these two work really well together, and I mean, it's a trick that I'm going to remember for other brownie lipsticks, what mixing the different colors, like with this pink, maybe this pink would go good underneath a concealery type nude shade. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of like mixing the shades, it's almost like art, making art with your face. That's what I like to do. So yeah, been loving those. I've been wearing them all the time. And then this other one was kind of a rediscovery as well. This one is from Mellow. I got it in my Ipsy bag, and it's in the shade Nude. This color is not like what I would consider a nude shade. This really has that purpley mauve tone in it that just looks gorgeous with certain looks. I've been really loving my ColourPop shadows, and I have one ColourPop shadow that has like an olivey green kind of tinge to it, and this type of color looks gorgeous alongside that. You can see it's got, it's called Nude. This is not what I would think of as like a nude shade. But it does look really, really pretty on. And even as it wears away, it like leaves like almost a staining effect or like a tint to your lips. So you don't totally have like super worn away, lip colors. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been loving it. Rediscovered it from my collection, and yeah, so cool. Then the last kind of makeup-y thing I have is a brush, and this is the Morphe M510 brush. This is what I've been using for highlighting. A lot of people think that this brush is kind of scratchy, so I've actually been using that to my advantage. I mean, I don't think it's scratchy on the face, but just the texture of it, it's not as soft as like, let's say my Sigma brushes or, my Real Techniques. It's not as like soft as that. The texture of the hairs on here kind of remind me of the, where is it? Kind of remind me of the MAC 217 brush, in that it's like a natural hair brush. But I've been loving the Morphe 510 for using on like tougher highlighters or picking up more product for highlighters that are more subtle. So I've been especially liking it with the Kat Von D Thunderstruck highlight, because it just kind of like scratches in there and then it makes it easy to apply it to the cheekbones. So even if your brushes are kind of scratchy, if they are natural hair, definitely try them in products that you haven't used them for before, because sometimes it can make it better. Like I mean, I didn't think this was scratchy to begin with. I know like I said, a lot of people have said that their brushes are kind of scratchy. But you can use the texture of the brush hairs in different products to kind of like get them where you want them. Then I have two fragrances. They're of course the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet and the Dior Pure Poison. I love both of these. Today I'm wearing the Blooming Bouquet because I just thought it like worked well with the outfit and the makeup. But the Pure Poison is really good, too. I like to think of it as the Blooming Bouquet is kind of like your girly, daytime, like fun, flirty scent. And then the Pure Poison is kind of like your nighttime, like sexual scent. Like, it's not super like dark. It's not like a Gucci Guilty or anything like that, but it's just got that harder hitting scent than the Blooming Bouquet does. And I was going to return them, but I just can't. I love them so much. So, I don't know. I think these are perfumes I'll definitely use, and oh my god, I could bathe in both of these. I just love them. And then the last favorite is kind of random. It's something I've never really included before, never really like had in my life before. And that is a planner. This planner I got from my school's bookstore. It's from the brand Orange Circle Studio. And I got one because I am in an internship and I needed to really kind of like keep track of what the internship is doing, or like kind of keep everything together, because I don't want to somehow like miss a ton of events and then not be able to graduate, not getting enough hours or whatnot. So this is a 2017 monthly planner. It's got 17 months from August 2016 to December 2017. I picked this one out because it's super thin, and so it's just, I don't know, I just liked the sleekness of it. It's got this strap that kind of like keeps everything together. And on the inside, basically instead of individual days, you just have like the monthly calendar for each month. Some people like each day, but I can get away with just having this. But yeah, I keep track of my stuff for my internship. I keep track of like, I have this appointment card here for a doctor's appointment next week. I have things that I'm doing just like in general, like on Friday, I'm going home to watch my dog. I have things for class, like when things are due. I have my work hours up in the corner of each month. I don't know. I just am really into it. And it's weird because I'm never into plan. I've never been the type of person that like needs a planner for the new year, but who knows? Maybe this will be like a start of something good. I don't know. But yeah, I've been really loving it. I love the design. It's got these gold like reflect parts. There you go. Now you can see it. But I don't know. I just thought it was really cute, and I don't know. I was I was sad and I wanted to go shopping, and so I bought a planner. What is that? But yeah, anyway, those are all my favorites for the month of September. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know down below what you guys have been loving in September as well. Do you have any plans for Halloween? Let me know that too. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope it's not as like dark and gloomy and rainy as it is today. And I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.